Hello and welcome back to my true crime channel. Today I'm going to be talking about the letters that Chris Watts and his lover Nichol Kessinger have been sending to each other whilst Chris is rotting in prison. Now, it has been recently widely reported that Nichol Kessinger has been writing to Chris Watts whilst he's in prison. Apparently she's been writing to him under her new name, as she has recently changed her name in Colorado in America. I have no idea what her new name is, and obviously if I did, I wouldn't be putting it out there, because what would be the point of her changing her name? But why is she still writing to Chris Watts? Why on earth would you want to write to the man that killed his pregnant wife, his two little daughters, his two beautiful little daughters? Why would you want to write to him? I cannot get my head around it. The Watts family murders case is one of the most tragic cases that I've ever come across, and I find all of it extremely fascinating from the perspective of criminology and psychology, and especially the psychology of Chris Watts and his lover, Nichol Kessinger. Now, I'm pretty certain that Chris Watts has many other women write to him. He's had other women visit him in prison, and someone has published an entire book on love letters that Chris has received from women, in my opinion, crazy women, mostly from America. Now, if some of them crazy women do include Nichol Kessinger, that's very shocking. Surely she shouldn't be allowed to write to him. Surely the prison shouldn't allow the letters to be received by Chris. But because Nichol was never convicted of any part in the Watts murders, she wasn't arrested or taken to court. There was none of that went on. She's seen as an innocent person in all of this. So, in my opinion, I guess the prison must think that it's okay for her to write to family killer Chris Watts. Now, it does lead me to wonder, what on earth could these letters say? I mean, Nichol must be aware that the prison read them, so I doubt any details of the case, if she did have any involvement, have been written in the letters. But is she still writing to him professing her love? How could you still be in love with someone that has done what Chris Watts did? I can't get my head around it. How she fell in love with the guy in the first place, because he's a bit creepy anyway, I just can't get my head around either. But the fact that she's still writing to him, and from what we've gathered recently, still living in the Colorado area, leads me to wonder further, could she even be visiting him in prison? I mean, God, let's hope she's not visiting him in prison and he hasn't got the old conjugal rights, if that's how you pronounce that word. I mean, he should just be rotting. He should be in a cell on his own, in a straitjacket. He shouldn't be allowed to have any privileges or rights after what he did. I know, prison should reform people, but people like Chris Watts, psychopaths, family annihilators, they're never going to change. So where he deserves to be is in prison, rotting. So my thoughts on Nichol Kessinger contacting Chris are, well, it's disgusting. I can't believe it's happening. I can't believe they could still be writing to each other, and I can't believe she would want to write to him after what he did. It's just shocking. So I'd love to know your thoughts, guys. Do you think that she's been writing to him and that this could all be true? And if she is writing to him, why? Why is she writing to him? Why would you want to write to the man that murdered his pregnant wife and his two daughters? He obliterated his entire family. He is a family annihilator. Why would you want to write to him? You should have fallen out of love with him ages ago. I appreciate that in the police interviews initially, after the first few days after the murders occurred, Nichol was still in love with Chris. She hadn't fallen out of love with him. But even in my opinion then, 3 days later, that's enough time to have a bit of clarity and be thinking, I've been dating a serial killer. Oh, not a serial killer, but a family killer. I've been dating a killer. You should have had time since the murders to think that he is a family annihilator. He is a killer. Use your brain. Realise that Chris Watts is not worth communicating with. Get him out of your life. Run away as far as you can. Get out of Colorado. Leave America. Change your name as you have. Get away from the man, because if he ever gets out, and God forbid he does, you, Nichol Kessinger, you could be his next victim. So anyway, guys, this is just a quick video about whether Nichol is writing to Chris. I'd love to know your thoughts on this. Why do you think, from a psychological perspective, that she's probably still in love with him? Why do you think she even wants to communicate with him? I personally can't get my head around it. I'd love to know your comments. I'd love to know your thoughts as always. And as I always say, like and subscribe to my channel. If you know anyone that likes true crime, I'd really appreciate it if you point them in my direction. I'm really enjoying making all these videos, and I really hope you're all enjoying watching them. Well, anyway, guys, I hope you all have a good day, depending on what time of day it is where you are in the world. I hope you're keeping safe and well, and I will be back very soon with another true crime video. Take care, guys, and stay safe. Bye-bye.